Hey guys, Provo1701 here, and today they announced that the next classic Blu-ray set in Doctor Who is going to be season 24. I'm actually quite excited about that, as there are 4 stories in that season. This is, of course, Sylvester McCoy, the 7th Doctor's first season as the Doctor, and it's usually, or oftentimes, called the worst season in all of classic Who. I'm actually looking forward to it though, because of the 4 stories, I've only seen 2 of them. I've seen Time and the Ronnie, and I've seen Dragonfire. I've never seen Delta and the Bannerman, and I've never seen Paradise Towers. So that's going to be a nice little treat for me to get to see a couple classic Who stories I've never seen before. Time and the Ronnie isn't great. I do like the fact that we do see McCoy running around in Colin's outfit for a bit in it. And I do like the Tetra Bats, is that what they're called? Their outfit, their costume design is actually pretty impressive, especially for classic Who. And some of the special effects in it work pretty nice, some of them don't. But yeah, it's not great. Dragonfire, on the other hand, I actually really like. This one I think is a very underrated story. It's also Ace's first story, and I love Ace. She's a great companion. Actually, I have Dragonfire on DVD, and I've rewatched it just a few months ago, and I still enjoy it. Plus, I love how the villain in the end kind of gets his comeuppance. The effect that's used there is really impressive, especially for a classic Who. Really nice little effect when he kind of gets his. And then the story I actually like. The guy comes off as pretty creepy, the villain in it. They do a really good job with that. I'm really excited about some of the extras coming. All 4 stories have extended versions with scenes put back in, some of which they claim have never been seen before, so that'll be a pretty nice watch. It is going to be an 8-disc set, which most of them are, I think, these days. We've got a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. We have Behind the Sofa back, and we're going to have not only Sylvester McCoy there, but we're going to have Peter Davison there and Colin Baker, so it'll be nice to see a couple different Doctors kind of judging the season. Again, season 24 is not well regarded, and it is a little silly. So it'll be kind of fun to watch them rip it apart. We have the In Conversation with Sylvester McCoy on it. That'll be a fun watch. I always love watching interviews with Sylvester McCoy. He's just so well spoken, and he brings such an energy to his interviews. I love watching his Panopticon one, the more than 30 years in the TARDIS one. Man, he's just running around everywhere. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I really like the trailer that they released for it that had Sylvester and Bonnie Langford in it. The little commercial they did is really, really nice, and now I want a mini-series of them traveling together again. I would love that. Just goes to show that I think if you dyed Sylvester McCoy's hair black, he could still play the Doctor. I know he doesn't look like he used to completely, but I think he's aged pretty well. I think you could actually still pull him off as the Doctor. I'd like that. Some of the other behind-the-scenes stuff, I am looking forward to the Doctor's Table. That looks really good. Over 25 hours of studio footage. That'll be a lot to comb through. The only real disappointment I have is that there's no CGI updates for any episodes this season. But I can't really complain since we have the extended versions of all 4 episodes. If there had been one, I would have liked for it to have been Time and the Ronnie. I would have liked to have seen Time and the Ronnie's effects updated, especially the actual regeneration sequence. I hope at the very least they have the bonus feature which is on the Time and the Ronnie DVD. It's an Easter egg on it, where they actually do have a CGI version of that regeneration on there. You can watch it, because the CGI version does look a lot better than the original regeneration, which is just, Sylvester in a wig. So I hope that on the box set they at least have an option to watch Time and the Ronnie with that CGI regeneration shot added in. That's the one thing I ask. Give me that and I'll be happy. Because that does look better than the original regeneration, the way the original version of that looked. But I'm really excited about it. We don't have a release date just yet. I love the cover art. Lee Binding has done a great job. I love that there's so much magenta and pink on the cover, because pink really is a good color for that one, because while I haven't seen Delta and the Bannerman and Paradise Towers, I am aware of them. With the Candyman and the pink TARDIS and all of that. I am familiar with all of that. Or is that the Happiness Patrol? I get all 3 of those mixed up. Happiness Patrol, Delta and the Bannerman, and Paradise Towers. I can tell you all 3 stories, but I can never remember which one's which because I haven't seen them. Those are the 3 McCoy stories I haven't seen. But I do absolutely love the cover, and I absolutely love that Lee Binding has Sylvester McCoy holding the spoons. I think I even mentioned that when I did my video about what the Doctor should be holding in each season. I think mine for season 24 was the spoons. I think that's what I wanted, was the spoons. So that made my day. I'm looking forward to adding it to the shelf. So what are your thoughts? Are you happy season 24 is coming? Do you wish they'd have just went ahead and gave us season 25 instead? Personally, I think it's better to wait for season 25. That way, the last McCoy we get will be a good one. We've already got 26, which I think is his best one. And getting 25, which some people think is his best one, is a good way to end his tenure as the Doctor. It's good to go ahead and get 24 out of the way in the middle. It's got to come out at some point anyway. I think now's a good time to do it. Would you have rather seen it on the back end and got something else? What are your thoughts on season 24 as a whole? Let me know. Comment down below. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications. And most importantly, thank you for watching.